Hi students, how are you? I hope all you are fine. In this time of a big problem we are facing, I hope all you are fine in your home. All you are preparing for your studies also. As you are reading in class 10, you have to prepare yourself for the board exam. So today again I am here, Amit sir, with the civics portion to be discussed over here. And today also I will continue with the fourth chapter, gender, religion and politics or caste. The chapter name is, and today I will discuss the third part. So wait, stay with me and enjoy the class. See friends, the chapter is 4, gender, religion and caste. So already last day I have discussed, you see this part, this gender part already discussed. Last day I have discussed about the role of Indian women in Indian politics, what problems they are facing, all these things we have finished. So today I will discuss this one. I have put one arrow mark also. So today's discussion about this religion, the effect of religion in politics, that we will see in this particular discussion. So in this discussion we will see when the politics is better for the religion and religion is better for the politics, that we will see. And in this respect we will discuss what is communalism, that we will see. And you see I have made one separate sub point also, religion, communalism and politics. Religion, communalism and politics, this is a sub point I have made. So in this sub point we will discuss what is communalism, and then we will see the role of religion in politics. So all the time the role of religion in politics is not bad, sometimes it is good also. Many of our thinkers like Mahatma Gandhi, he always preferred that good religious people are welcomed in politics, should be welcome in politics. So that we will see. But before that we will discuss what is communalism, the thing that we are going to discuss over here about religion. So this communalism term is very much related with this religion. So what is the communalism? You see I have written one definition. You can note down this definition by making the video pause, and this definition you can use when you will give the examination. If the question comes like this, what is communalism, you can give this definition. See, a strong sense of loyalty to the interest of one particular group, that means be religious group, ethnic group, rather than to society as a whole, which can lead to extreme behavior or violence towards others. So when a particular religion is given more importance, ethnicity given more importance than other differences, maybe rich poor difference, maybe caste difference, when we give more importance to religion or ethnicity, and if it takes the form of violence, then it will be called as communalism. And communalism is very much fatal for any country's existence. We have seen in India, because of this communalism, India got divided in 1946 on the basis of religion. India Pakistan was made, that was nothing but the religious division. So next line also you see, unlike gender differences, the religious differences are often expressed in the field of politics. So as gender division is expressed in the politics, so religious differences also are expressed in politics. So now we'll see, in this video we'll see that how religion is better for politics, at how much level the religion can influence the politics and it is better, that we will see. And in my next video I will discuss about the communalism, when the religious interference will be called a communalism in politics, that I will discuss in my next video. So stay tuned with me and see the video and read the chapter, the things will be clear. See friends, in this part, particularly Mahatma Gandhi's thought I have written over here, and if you read this thought, when I will discuss, you will understand what he wanted to say about religion. See, according to Gandhiji, religion can never be separated from politics, but he meant that politics must be guided by ethics drawn from religion. So ethical religious people, ethical, because no religion wants any harm for others. The proper religious people, they never want any harm for others. So according to Mahatma Gandhi, those type of people should be welcomed in politics, and those type of people will definitely make the political system or make the state power, make the state machinery better for the other people. So according to Gandhiji, these type of people are very much good for politics. They should come to politics and they should take the part in politics. According to Mahatma Gandhi, he gradually said that there is no way. Suppose the country like India, there are various type of religion. We can never keep our religion out of our mind when we when we go for politics. So it is quite natural. Some sort of religious things, religious mentality will be there with us. So we have to be a proper religious person. We have to know the religion properly. Then we can do the politics with the religion, according to Mahatma Gandhi. Now we'll see two more social group. Suppose human right group, they sometimes tell that whenever any of the communal riots take place, communal riots means when two or more religious people fight against each other, they go for violence against each other, it is called communal riots. So they told that whenever any communal riots take place, basically the religious minority peoples, they are being victimized. Okay, so according to them, the government should take proper steps for this type of problems. That is the idea of some of the human rights group. Okay, now we'll see the women movements. So many of the women movement nowadays, we see many of the women, they are protesting against the government about their religious practices. They are wanting the government should interfere and take some steps. So they are telling that family laws, many a time family laws of all religions discriminate against women. One such law, you know, a few days back in the Islam religion, there was a law, Teen Talaq. So many of the even Islamist women, they opposed the law, and the government interfered and they changed that law. So here also they are demanding the government interference for this type of religious law to be abolished. So in this all the cases, what we have seen that everywhere government interference is required, means everywhere the political interference is required in religion, that has been asked for. So now you see what we have come to know. See, first of all these instances involve a relationship between religion and politics. Everywhere religion is very much required related with politics. Why? Because in all the cases the government interference is required. Mahatma Gandhi told the religious people should interfere in the government, should come to government. Then the women group, they told that the government should interfere and make the laws. Other case, if you see that movement group, they also told, human rights group, they also told that government interference is required. So that is why we can say all the time religions do not seem very wrong or dangerous, because no religion wants any violence. Okay, actual religious people, actual religion, if you go through any religion, it may be Islam, it may be our Gita, okay, Hinduism or any Christianity, nowhere it is written that you should go for violence against anyone. So what happens? Some of the ill-minded people, they make the religion as their weapon or as their field of income, and they try always to fight against each other on the basis of religion. That we will discuss in the next video. So you wait for that. I think the idea will be clear. So number 3, fourth point I have written, ideas, ideals and values of religion can and perhaps should play a role in politics, according to Mahatma Gandhi's ideas. So all the religions are having some ethics, good values, good ideas, good ideals also, that should play a role in politics. Then politics will become more better for the people. It is not that always religion is bad. Yes or no? Next, various religious communities should be able to express their needs in politics. Many religious groups are there, those who are numbers are less. So they should also get a chance, because politics is the place where they can make the laws for their betterment. So they should get the chance to express themselves in politics. Then only they can make their life better. So from that point of view also, we should give the chance to religion to come to politics. And next, these political acts are not wrong as long as they treat every religion equally. So till the time we decide we accept all the religion equally, we cannot say any religion is bad. Okay, all religions are good, all religious people are good, or if they know the religion properly. Clear? So every religion is equally treated. If then there is no wrong at all for the religion to come to politics. So from this discussion, what we have come to know? We have come to know what is communalism. We have come to know that all the time religions are not bad for politics. Sometimes it is very good for politics also. And from here, one question basically may be asked, that what was the idea of Mahatma Gandhi about religion to politics? That is the big question, very important question. And in the next video, I will discuss more important part, that is the communalism. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.